You're watching ABC 7 News at 4, starting with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us here at ABC 7 News at 4 on this Thanksgiving Eve. And it has been a spectacular day today. Lots of sunshine, low humidity, and clear skies for the most part as a result of high pressure building in Lakewood Ranch. Webcam review showing the fair skies throughout the day today. Occasionally some high clouds will be streaming on by, but that's about it. There's no storm system around, at least through Thanksgiving, that's going to cause any problems. So more the same kind of weather expected for us again on Thursday. Here's a look at what's happening right now as far as the latest goes. Currently, we have sunshine at the airport. It's comfortable, very comfortable, 75 degrees, and the pressure now 30.12, and that is high. That continues to rise. Dew point is down in the 50s, which is always nice and comfortable, and you can see no major storm systems around most of the U.S. to cause any big travel concerns. And not a lot of flight delays either. There's some snow over the Northeast, a little clipper system there, some snow in Chicago. And out west, they're finally starting to get some rainfall into California, Northern California mainly. And for us, the rain down to our south associated with the old frontal boundary. But nothing going on here, rain-free skies. And as far as the current temperatures go across the area, into the 65-degree temperature there at Tallahassee, 75 in Sarasota, 74 now in Venice, and the Gulf water temperature at 74, 78 in Punta Gorda. And as far as the forecast goes, this evening we'll look for temperatures be a bit cool by 11 at 62 degrees. We'll have much more on the rest of the work week's forecast, whatever work week there's left, and the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Scott, Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to our top story. Most people are counting down now to the Thanksgiving feast.
That's right, but one young mother fears she not only will not have a holiday meal for her children, but that they won't have a roof over their heads. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano is live at the house that she recently rented on Purcell Circle with more on her story. Taylor?
That's right, Jacqueline Scott. This mother of three moved into this home just a few months ago, and she said for the most part everything seemed fine until last week when she found out that the person who rented her this home was not the owner. Now, the real owner is this man, Simon Rawson, who is not the man who rented it to Kylie. Kylie is pretty shaken up about all of this and asked us not to reveal her last name. Rawson says his home had been vacant for several months while he and his former wife worked out a divorce. When he came to move back in last week, he found the locks had been changed and Kylie and her three small children were living inside. Kylie says she found a posting to rent this house on Craigslist. Everything seemed to be fine as she applied with the man she says she thought owned the home. She gave him $2,400 in cash. It was everything she had for October and November rent. And now she says he's nowhere to be found. Now, of course, when Rawson found this family living in his home, he called the police, who say this is all now under investigation. You can hear this full story coming up at 6 on Channel 7. I'm live on Purcell Circle. Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. A Florida sheriff leading the investigation into Florida's high school massacre now says trained teachers should have access to guns to stop shooters. The Pinellas County Sheriff said he will ask the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Commission to recommend state law be changed so teachers can be armed. They would undergo background checks and extensive training. It's a proposal that both the State Teachers Union and PTA oppose. They say more guns on campus will make schools less safe. The state created the commission after the February 14th shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School that left 17 dead. Florida Senate President Bill Galvano is promising lawmakers will not do anything to block the nearly dozen constitutional amendments that voters approved this month. 11 measures passed dealing with topics ranging from taxes to vaping, indoors, and casino gambling. Voters also gave the nod to Amendment 4, which restores voting rights to most felons who have served their sentences. The amendment is estimated to impact 1.4 million people across the state. Galvano says while he didn't support the amendment, he will work to implement that measure.
People have spoken, and as I look forward to leading the chamber, I want to make sure that we're being true to the intent of the voters. We have to do it right. We're not going to slow walk it, but we have to make sure it's done right and implemented correctly.
The legislature has come under fire in the past for allegations it ignored these amendments or approved laws that limited their scope. Jacqueline joins us now with more on a tragic house fire in New Jersey.
Scott, police say a suspected case of arson has left a family in New Jersey dead, including 2 children. Authorities confirmed the man found outside was Keith Canero. His wife and their 2 children found dead inside. They're now connecting that fire to another one started just hours earlier in a nearby township at the home of Keith's brother, Paul. Police believe Paul started the fire at his home and is now being held in custody, charged with aggravated arson.
There was one body that was found out front of the home. The other 3 were recovered from inside the home.
The community is in shock and says this is not something that typically happens in their small town. A follow-up now, tennis star Venus Williams has settled with the estate of a man who was killed after a 2017 car accident in Florida. Williams was not injured in the crash, but 78-year-old Jerome Barson, who was a passenger in the other vehicle, died a few weeks later. Investigators say video shows Williams had a green light when she entered a busy intersection, but a car turned left in front of her, forcing her to stop. Williams then tried to get fully across, but Barson's light turned green and his car slammed into Williams' SUV. A new New York Times report says the president told the top lawyer in the White House that he wanted the Justice Department to prosecute Hillary Clinton and former FBI Director James Comey. During the height of the 2016 campaign, Donald Trump vowed to do just that.
If I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
The Times reports that White House counsel Don McGahn scuttled the president's request to prosecute Clinton and Comey. Instead, McGahn had the White House legal team write a memo warning that prosecuting political enemies could have grave consequences for the president, possibly including impeachment. And President Trump granting new authority to U.S. troops on the southwest border. Troops will be able to protect Customs and Border Protection personnel from migrants if they engage in violence. Until this new authority was granted, troops were not allowed to intervene if CBP personnel came under attack unless they needed to act in their own self-defense. The decision comes as a large group of migrants is nearing the U.S.-Mexico border. Let's send it back to Scott with more on Thanksgiving travelers hitting the roads today. Scott?
Yeah, roads and airports across the country are already dealing with another busy holiday travel season. There's expected to be a 5% increase in the number of travelers this year compared to last. Here's how AAA is breaking down those numbers. 48.5 million people are expected to hit the road. And then close to 1.5 million people are expected to take trains, buses, and cruise ships. And a little over 4 million are expected to fly, which is an increase over last year. The busiest times for traveling today and then again on Sunday. That's why many airlines and airports are making accommodations.
Our goal is to get our passengers through security once they get in line in about 20 to 30 minutes.
When we were checking in our bags, we just got there and then like 50 people just came in and got in line, and it was crazy.
But no matter how you're traveling this holiday, whether by plane, train, or car, be sure to pack some patience in your bag because you'll likely need it at some point. Still to come, red tide has impacted local businesses for months. We'll hear how Small Business Saturday put them back on their feet. Plus, a new court ruling will require cigarette boxes to come with a new warning label. Children in an Orlando hospital get a special bedtime surprise from Orlando police.
Celebrate New Year's Eve at the Van Wezel. Madison's presents the Sweet Caroline Tour, a Neil Diamond concert celebration starring the #1 Neil Diamond performer in the world, Jay White. Proceeds benefit Sarasota's Parkinson Place and the Parkinson Research Foundation in their first ever community fundraiser. Individual tickets and full access VIP packages available now at vanwezel.org. Spaces limited. That's vanwezel.org.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Where to go and what to do in Birmingham, Alabama. Personalized just for you. Find your sweet spots at alabama.travel/sweetspot.
Know your land, know your prey. What are we doing?
Saturdays at 5:30 and Sundays at 2 on the ABC7 live stream.
All across America, there are kids going hungry. It sounds crazy, but it's real. It's also a problem we're fixing. Kids who rely on school meals need help in the summer. That means neighborhood meal sites that are easy to get to and free for every kid. When you make breakfast part of a school day, a lot more kids get the chance to eat. These programs work. Over the past few years, 1/3 fewer children in the United States are facing hunger. Let's make No Kid Hungry a reality.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Some local businesses are still experiencing the impact of our red tide outbreak, with business down from this time last year. And because of that, shops in downtown Sarasota and on St. Armand's Circle are hoping people will turn out for this weekend's Small Business Saturday. ABC7's Jackie Kelly is on St. Armand's Circle with the holiday's potential impact. Jackie?
Scott, that's right. I'm here in front of a locally owned store, Just Because, that says on this shopping holiday last year, their business went up by 20%. Now, Small Business Saturday encourages people to shop local to help those mom and pop shops. Business owners I've talked to say it's important this year because of the damage the red tide did to local stores. Now, one owner told me that when you spend $100 locally, $68 of that stays local, compared to when you shop at a big box store, only $43 of that would stay local. And tune in, because at 5, we'll be talking to some of those local business owners, and they talk about why shopping local is so important. Back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you. A county in Florida's Panhandle votes to take out a $50 million bond to help recover from Hurricane Michael. Bay County will use that money to cover debris removal, stormwater system repair, and other work. FEMA is expected to reimburse some of the cost. That recovery process from the fierce Category 4 storm is expected to take years. The commission there also approving to create a long-term recovery task force. All right, let's get back to Jacqueline now in the newsroom for a look at what's trending today.
Scott, children hospitalized in Orlando got a pleasant surprise just before bedtime. Orlando police officers lit up their squad cars and waved above as kids inside the hospital looked down and returned greetings by flashing their glow sticks. Take a look.
It's good for the morale, because a lot of times the kids get very depressed up there. So if they look out their window, they see the red and blue lights, it's just, I'm sure they're going to smile.
We want to do everything that we can to make the kids feel special and interact with the kids in a positive way.
Protecting them and keeping them safe, tucking them in tonight was very, very special.
Well, this is the 3rd year that Orlando police have done this with hospital staff at Arnold Palmer, and they do it once a month until March, when daylight saving time is over. Well, if you're afraid of heights, now would probably be a good time to look away from your screen. A new skywalk just opened in Bangkok, 1,030 feet above ground. Yikes. It's located at the top of Thailand's tallest completed building and boasts an observation deck and a rooftop bar that offers 360-degree views of Bangkok. The bravest can walk along the glass platform after slipping on protective booties, that is. But even those who choose not to venture on the edge of the building can enjoy the spectacular view, or even maybe just the people watching, those who are brave enough to go out there. Well, traffic choppers flying over Los Angeles offered a glimpse of early bumper-to-bumper Thanksgiving traffic on the 405. A large number of holiday travelers means there will be no relief on the roads there, especially in big cities such as Los Angeles, where traffic stretched for miles across various area freeways in the days leading up to last Thanksgiving. Despite its notoriety as having some of America's worst traffic, the biggest delays will also go to San Francisco, New York City, and Boston. My family stuck in that LA traffic for a few hours last night. Well, let's send it back to Scott with today's consumer news. Scott.
Jacqueline cigarette boxes sold in the U.S. will now come with a court-ordered statement specifying the harmful health effects of smoking. Tobacco brands must put the so-called corrective statements on packaging starting today. The statements are the result of a lawsuit that was filed nearly 2 decades ago. The next step is to put the statements directly on cigarette boxes in the form of what's called onserts during 6 separate 2-week periods over a 2-year span. If you're gearing up for Black Friday, make sure your tech toolbox is all set to help you save. Experts say online tools like Price Blink and Invisible Hand can tell you if there are lower prices on things you want to buy. And a site like Shop It To Me can send you email alerts when prices on things on your list begin to drop. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan keeping track of those prices as well as our temperatures.
That's right. I like to do my shopping from online and from my phone. A lot easier, Scott. We are looking at beautiful weather out there. Who wants to go into shopping mode when you got weather like this out there? You're just enjoying the day. Lots of sunshine, mild temperatures. A nice, cool, comfortable start to this morning. A little high clouds streaming on by earlier, and that's all we're really looking at. Things are going to stay fair. Beautiful Thanksgiving expected. High temperatures, mid-70s, right around 75 to 78 degrees if you live inland, a little bit warmer there. There's showers in the forecast for Saturday now as a low-pressure area moves in from the Gulf of Mexico, and that will bring us a chance for some rainfall. And then another cold front is due to move in on Tuesday, mainly Monday night, Tuesday morning, which will cool us down into the low 70s for highs. Looks like on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So we have some cooler weather headed our way again. Now that wind will stay out of the north tonight, out of the northeast during the morning and becoming more easterly in time in the afternoon on, again, looks like on Thanksgiving. We will see fair skies. The winds will pick up a little bit on Friday too. You'll notice a little bit of an increase in winds as that low pressure area develops in the Gulf of Mexico. And as far as lows go, to start the day off tomorrow, we're talking mid-50s inland, upper 50s near the coast and right on the coast at 60 degrees. Longboat Key at 60, 58 in Braden and Sarasota. You'll be at 56 degrees, 55 at Lakewood Ranch, and 56 Sebring under clear skies. Now, there may be a little bit of fog, but it's unlikely due to the fact the winds will be up, and also we have some drier air in place. Now, there's not a lot of rainfall here. A few showers well down to our south. We're going to stay rain-free on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, different story. Sunday, we could still see a few showers lingering with that storm system in the morning, but for the most part, all the rain staying away for right now. Forecast for your Thanksgiving looks to be pretty good. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 50s to start the morning off. Will warm up into the mid-70s by 3 o'clock, right around 75 degrees. Temperature forecast into the 40s over Tallahassee, 49 in Gainesville, expected low, and a low in Fort Myers at 62 degrees. West Palm Beach at 73 and highs tomorrow. Will be pretty warm across South Florida into the upper 70s there, but for us into the mid 70s expected. The forecast across the U.S. for Thanksgiving looks pretty good across much of the eastern 2/3 of the nation. Fair skies in place as that high pressure moves over east. It will keep skies clear from the northern New England states all the way down to most of Florida. Friday, as I mentioned, a chance for a few showers along the east coast. Not a lot for us here, and the system kind of moves on toward the east. Now let's get a look at the forecast then. For boaters, it checks in like this. We'll see winds basically out of the northeast, turning to the north at 15 knots, and then subsiding to 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas running 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature is cool to 74 degrees. and 75 for area beaches, expected high temperatures. So it should be pretty good out there. As far as the forecast goes, 76 for your high. We'll start off in the mid-50s, upper 50s near the closer to the coast, and then 62 on Friday. 78 your high on Friday. Saturday looks good, although a chance for showers I mentioned on Saturday, that should show at 50% for rainfall, not showing up there, but a 30% chance for showers on Monday. That'll be Monday night and Tuesday morning. And notice how temperatures drop off there in the low 70s for high temperatures on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Be sure to download our ABC7 weather app. Again, free for your taking, and you don't need to find any sales for that. Just go right to your app store and do a search for First Alert Weather, WWSB, and have that tool ready for your winter storms.
Well, California is recovering from one disaster, and they're now getting ready for the potential of the next. After 3 wildfires scorched thousands of acres, heavy rains are now expected through the end of the week. Some spots could see up to 6 inches of rain. These downpours may cause some flash flooding and even mudslides.
If there is a slide of ash or mud or water, whatever, that, my house made it, so hopefully it'll make it through this.
19,000 sandbags are being filled and distributed throughout Ventura County, all in an effort to prepare for the first rainfall. It's already beginning there, the rain, after raging wildfires there recently. The cause of the Camp and Woolsey fires is still under investigation, but electrical utilities reported equipment problems around the time both blazes broke out.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Coming up, we're going to show you how Manatee County law officers spent their morning helping those in need this Thanksgiving holiday.
I'm Linda Carson from Suncoast View. Coming up Thursday morning at 9, we look back at some of our favorite Thanksgiving moments in our show this month. Glamorous stores, one-of-a-kind treasures, and big bargains for your holiday shopping. We preview Ladies' Night Out at St. Norman Circle and see what they recommend for this season's decorations. Meet a Southeastern guide dog puppy on his way to becoming a superhero. He has been seen over 1 million times online. We'll preview Southeastern Guide Dog's new animated short film, and Geyer's Sausage Kitchen is in our kitchen. That's all coming up Thursday morning at 9.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
It's year-end clearance time at every Gettle location. Over 3,000 new vehicles, over 1,000 used vehicles on clearance right now at Gettle.com. And Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Get credit help, fast cash for your car, and year-end clearance prices right now at a Gettle dealership near you. Gettle's got it. At Gettle.com.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
For the second straight year, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office giving away 200 meal baskets to families in need. The Sylvester Bellamy Thanksgiving Drive held this morning at Lincoln Middle School in Palmetto. The event is in honor of former Deputy Ray Bellamy, who passed away back in 2014. This event was originally his idea, and today his foundation helped the Sheriff's Office make sure the food went to those who needed it most.
Huge part of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. He was one of the first African-American deputies here at our agency, broke down a lot of walls, a lot of barriers, and really made it a lot easier for those coming up behind him.
Deputies are also hand delivering the food baskets to those in the community who could not make it to the school this morning. Let's get back to Jacqueline now in the newsroom for a look at some of the other stories we're working on tonight.
Scott, millions of people around the country are making their way to visit family and friends for Thanksgiving. Coming up at 5, we'll be live on I-75 with the latest traffic conditions here on the Suncoast. And at 6, people are already getting ready for the Venice Holiday Parade that's happening on Saturday. We'll tell you where you can and cannot save your spot and a look at the new parade route. And at 7, we'll share how social media has hurt some local political races and also some high school sports across the Suncoast. In the meantime, let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast for a final look with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
And I can tell you, I was on I-75 just about an hour ago, and it was busy already. A lot of traffic, both northbound and southbound, but at least weather conditions are outstanding for driving. Mostly fair right now. Winds, if you're going to go for a beach walk, will be out of the north and northwest at around 10 miles an hour. And sunset will be at 5:37. That was a beautiful sunset last night. I think we'll see another gorgeous one tonight. Mostly fair skies with some high clouds around sometimes, occasionally at the right time. Can just create some gorgeous colors out there. And right now there's not many clouds, but enough. And you can see beautiful conditions out on the waters today, although a bit breezy out of the north and northwest. We'll see that again tomorrow morning too, a little bit breezy for boaters. 75 right now. We have the sunshine, some high clouds and humidity at 55%. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 13. And the dew point is what's so nice. It feels really comfortable out there as a result of the dry air that's in place right now. There's no real major storms across the U.S. with the exception of California, where they're getting a lot of rainfall now into Washington and Oregon as well. There's some snow showers over the Northeast, so not a lot of delays right now, Scott. Things are looking pretty good considering. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again in about 30 minutes.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Accolades are great. Just wait until you see our prices. Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Happy Honda Days are here, and you're gonna like the holiday clearance savings. Save on the Accord. On sale for just $249 a month. That's the North American car of the year for less than the competition. Our most impressive Honda ever. On clearance for only $249 a month, loaded with more options, including a turbocharged engine and Honda Sensing. Do not miss these Honda clearance savings this week at your local Honda dealer.
Since 1847, the Grand Hotel has earned a worldwide reputation for elegance and hospitality. Now the Grand has been transformed with reimagined rooms and suites and exceptional fine dining and meeting spaces. The spa is more luxurious, and championship golf will test your game, all overlooking beautiful Mobile Bay. The Grand Hotel Golf Resort and Spa. Timeless elegance transformed. For reservations, visit grand1847.com.
Like ABC7 on Facebook to stay connected to the team you trust.